Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a trip down memory lane and talking about pre-patch Shadows of Evil, and I got some spicy gameplay from that for you guys. Now, before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that I have a bunch of awesome videos coming out for you guys leading up to the launch of Black Ops 4. I'm really excited. I'm going to be launching a brand new Zombies World Records of the Week on Sunday. We're going to be launching that series, and that's going to go all the way through Black Ops 4, except for the first couple weeks of Black Ops 4's launch. So I'm really excited about that, and we just got a bunch of stuff planned. I'm so excited, guys. We are so close. We are 17 days away from Black Ops 4 right now, which is just awesome. Now, before we get into the video, if you guys do enjoy, please do me a favor and drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. And once again, I'm selling Zombies Extraordinaire shirts, so if you guys want to pick one up for yourself, the link will be down in the description. Here are some people on screen who have already done so. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into pre-patch Shadows of Evil. Recently, I purchased a new PS4 Pro because I wanted a beefed up system for Black Ops 4. I'm not going to start a console war here, but PS4 gets DLC first, so that's why I got a PS4 Pro. Anyway, before I connected it to the internet, I installed the base version of Black Ops 3 to play Shadows of Evil pre-patch. Here is what happened. Now, if you guys have played Shadows of Evil, which I'm sure most of you have, you know that it's a fairly easy map nowadays. But when Black Ops 3 first released, it was a lot different. For example, in a solo game, the door and spawn, it would cost 750 points instead of 500 points like it does now in solo. Now, if you didn't know, the Chang's Laundry side Easter egg still grants an additional 500 points, and that was the exact same in the pre-patch version. And you could use that 500 points to hit the Gobble Gum, because at that time you had to pay 500 points to actually hit the Gobble Gum machine, which was pretty interesting. Now, they ended up changing that by the end of the Black Ops 3 life cycle, but the change itself was very significant and something I feel we take for granted now when it comes to Black Ops 3. The Gobble Gum was just like the mystery box. It would start out in one area, and after used about 4 or 5 times, it would relocate to another area. It would be reduced to 10 points on a fire sale and appeared at all the locations of the Gobble Gum machine, just like the mystery box. So I feel like that is definitely something like totally ridiculous that got changed. And I don't know if you guys remember, but the first E4C, like that weekend, is when the first change happened, and they kept it for about a few weeks as kind of like a trial run, and then towards the end of the Black Ops 3 life cycle, they ended up releasing that for good. So definitely something crazy to think about, but let's get into some more stuff. The time for rituals has been decreased a couple of times over the course of the Black Ops 3 life cycle. Something that now takes around 15 seconds on solo took about 20 on launch, a lot slower than it is now. When Black Ops 3 first came out, there was a huge issue with the zombies. When you got hit, you would be stunned for a millisecond or so, allowing you to get down extremely easy, because if you got hit once, the other zombies around could pretty much guarantee a down. At the time, it was worse than Black Ops 2 zombies. It was kind of like when you shoot the baby gun on the Zombies Chronicles version of Shangri-La, the zombies would hit you and stun you a little bit, even the baby ones. Now, Treyarch quickly was able to patch this about a week into the game, but many zombies players were upset at launch. It was almost as bad as the launch of the Wonderwaff on the Giant that literally would not kill zombies. It would only cause them to become crawlers. I'm not kidding.
Okay, baby, I know you need me. Seriously, thank you.
Along with the zombies being a pain, the Margwas were worse. Usually now when I'm playing a casual game of Shadows of Evil, after doing the second ritual, I can kill a Margwa fairly easy with the Bloodhound. In the pre-patch version, I used all 40 shots I had available in my weapon, focusing on one head, and I still was unable to take out a head. I had to go to the spawn room and use the RK5 to take out the Margwa. I'm all for strong bosses, but being used to something for so long, to change when I played the pre-patch version seems really weird and very different. Pack-a-Punch has not really changed at all, but when it comes to the double pack abilities, they certainly have. Now, double pack abilities, or AATs, which stands for alternate ammo types, in the pre-patch, they were completely different. Deadwire was a complete joke. It would kill like 3 zombies if you were lucky. Now, as you guys know, Deadwire is pretty much one of the best AATs in the game right now, if not the best. And it's one that a lot of high round players use along with turns. Now, the best double pack ability in the pre-patch version was actually Blast Furnace. If you played on launch, I'm sure you remember that you could take out an entire horde with one activation of Blast Furnace. It was really, really good. They ended up toning it down, but they definitely had to buff Deadwire like I mentioned. It was awful. And some of the other ones like Fireworks got a little bit of a bump, but other than that, they were all fairly relatively the same. So overall, I would say that the big ones that changed are definitely Deadwire and Blast Furnace for sure. Now, I'm sure you guys know, a lot of you do at least, that there was a huge use of Cthulhu and that sort of mythos by Lovecraft in the making of Shadows of Evil for the Apothicans. As you guys know, the Shadow Man, he has the whole squid and tentacle things going on when he's not like the actual good-looking, handsome man in a suit with a nice hat and all that sort of thing. So if you guys didn't know, in the pre-patch version of Shadows of Evil, there was some sort of Cthulhu looking image that appeared on screen when you got a max ammo. They ended up scrapping that and removing it about a month or 2 later for some reason, but I thought that was really, really cool to see again. And you know, it was one of those like nostalgia trips when you go back and do something that you haven't done in a really, really long time. It just reminds you of like the good old days, and that was definitely something that brought, you know, like a little nostalgia trip to me while I was playing. When it comes to the Apothicon Servant, this is probably the most memorable thing a lot of people remember. When the map was out pre-patch, you could actually pack-a-punch it. The way to do this was to hold out one of your weapons, and as soon as you switch to the Apothicon Servant, hold square or the action button, and it would allow for pack-a-punch. Instead of only having 9 shots in reserve, it had 24, which is ridiculous. Not that, but instead of the purple Apothicon shots, they were red, and they ended up having a larger blast radius, and they actually lasted even longer than just like a regular Apothicon Servant shot. So you could literally shoot the upgraded Apothicon Servant, it would turn red, you could kill an entire horde of zombies, and then more zombies would spawn and still die from the same Apothicon Servant shot. That's how OP it was. It was absolutely ridiculous, and yeah, it was really, really OP. Hey guys, this is Greg from the future while I'm editing this video. Now, I think I forgot the fact that you could only hit the Gobblegum once per round. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that because I don't think I tested it while I was playing the pre-patch version of Shadows. But if you guys remember, definitely let me know down below. But I'm sure I probably left out a couple other things as well. So let me know down below if you guys remember anything else from pre-patch Shadows that I totally forgot about. These were just the most recognizable things that I noticed while I was playing a couple weeks ago. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have an amazing day. Once again, we're only 17 days away from Black Ops 4. It's going to be an amazing time, and I'm so excited, and I hope you guys are as well. My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.